What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. What a vibe. I am absolutely stoking today. First of all, look at this beautiful weather. Stoke is sprouting, it is spring, and I'm vibing because we're finally getting back in the water. Tomorrow morning, we are meeting up with Kimry. So I went out and picked out a traction pad for the new board. We're gonna get this thing slapped on here and we're gonna make a vibe happen. I hope you guys are having the best day ever wherever you guys are, catching a vision, catching a vibe, getting outside, having an adventure. But here's the situation. We got this blade and we got this pad and we need to get this on here. So I think what the plan is gonna be, I'm going to get a little table set up here, get the board on here. We need to strip the wax off of this board and get her completely cleaned up. So, find one. We got the little wax comb. We're going to get all this scraped off so that we can get it cleaned up. And then, I don't know if you guys have ever used one of these. This is a magic pickle. Sounds weird. And it's not, it's a vibe. This thing actually takes off the rest of the crusty wax off of your board and at the same time buffs it and shines it. I don't know what's in that thing. It's magic. It feels like it's filled with like a weird super fine sand or something, and the dirtier the thing gets, the more you use it, the better it works. So we're gonna get that thing all the way cleaned up down to the bottom, and then we're gonna get that new pad put on there. I want to give it a little bit of time so that it gets set and it's ready to go for the morning because we're getting up early to meet Kimry. We might be doing a sunrise session, I think, and then we'll be able to get this blade waxed up and definitely got some wax, so we're covered on that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know the deal. If you are new to the videos, hit this, well, you don't know. If you are new to the videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you like these videos, you can give us a thumbs up and drop a comment in the comment section below. A little vibe on this little bike quiver we got going on here. Surfmobile, townmobile, and then I gotta get this thing running or sold, I'm not sure. But anyway, we're gonna get this board waxed up, or de-waxed, and then the traction pad on. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I think I'm gonna get a little hyperlapse going and we're gonna get this rolling. Boom, and that easy. she is cleaned up. Just look how shiny it is. No product, no, you know, alcohol wipes, anything, just a surf comb and that weird pickle, and all of a sudden you guys got a crispy clean board, and that's a vibe. Did not mean to throw the wax at the camera and knock that over. That was kind of crazy. But anyway, we got the pad. We're gonna slap this boy on. All right, so this is basically the gist of how we're gonna slap this guy on. Get it out of the packaging. And what you see is we got a little 3M tape action on the bottom, and it couldn't be any easier to put on. What you wanna do is basically set this up on your board. Once you've cleaned it, got all the wax off, made sure it's nice and smooth, you have no excess dirt or debris. And then the tricky part is gonna be laying it out without taking the backing off so it's not sticky, and kind of figuring out exactly where you want this to be based on the length of your board and especially also the width. So we're working with a little bit of a wider board. We have a twin fish little setup here. So we got a little bit of a wider hip down here. So I'm thinking I probably am gonna want these just a smidge apart, just to give me a little bit of room without feeling like I haven't cut off the whole board. So I think that looks good. So we're gonna give this a try. Fold part of this back, and want to make sure it's nice and straight. Ugh, it's probably not. I'm gonna mess this up. I know it. Boom. Got one side on. This color's a vibe. It kind of almost matches this little rail here, little rail artwork, little green, light green seafoam green line. And I was actually looking for something a little bit brighter. I like to have brighter colors. Unfortunately, in the winter, my wetsuit is all black, which makes me blend in with everybody out in the water. I'm trying to make things a little bit easier on Kimry, our filmer, so that she has an easier time spotting me in the water. And yeah, that's gonna be a vibe. So let's try and get this set up just right. Got it there. Sorry about that, guys. Need to work with a better surface. Not completely 1000% perfect, but it does the job. And if you guys are wondering why I don't have these pushed all the way together, it's not gonna hurt you by having these separate. It's more about your aesthetic look that you want to go for, as well as functionality, making sure that you're kind of getting your pad to go as wide as you need to for the style of the board that you have. But let's get a little closer look on this. So you guys can see we're right back to the tail, but we didn't want to go too far back to get close to right here where you kind of can't really tell, but it starts to go in a little bit. You definitely want to make sure when you are putting your pad on that you are sticking with an area of the board up enough. As you know, with certain tails, as you look at them, they are not completely flat. So you want to make sure that you're working with a flat surface, not too far up, not too far back, as wide as you need it to be. And I'm not gonna lie, I think we got a vibe on that. So glad we got that done. Thank you guys for checking that out. I hope that was helpful. And I think the plan is gonna be, I'm gonna relax and get some things done around the house because we have a busy day tomorrow, and I actually do wanna get outside a little bit because the weather is so beautiful. So we will pick this up in the morning. I'll see you guys then. Good morning, everybody. Wow, that sleep went quick, but you know what? We got some waves out here. And we're also looking at quite a beautiful morning here in Encinitas. We're down at Swami's, and we even got a little moon vibe over there. I don't know if you can see that with the light, but this is gonna be an absolutely beautiful day. There's a couple little smokers coming through. It is not huge, but for my first surf back in the water since I got injured over a week ago, I'm glad it's not 8 foot. So we're gonna go out there, we're gonna find a vibe this morning. I'm warming up with some coffee. It's a little chilly start considering the warm air temperature. I think we're in the low 60s already, and water temp has dipped a couple degrees. It was about 61. We're up to about, or down to about 58. So I am still rocking my 4.3 Vissla winter suit that has a little gash in it. First time wearing that as well since the accident. So we're gonna see what happens, but we got coffee. I'm warming up, fueling up. We're about to vibe up. Kimmery should be here any minute. We got the tail pad on the new blade. She's all waxed up, ready to go. It is probably, what time is it? 5:52 a.m. Look at this sunrise that's coming up over the hillside behind us. This is gonna be an absolutely beautiful day. I hope wherever you guys are, you're out there catching a vibe and a vision, but I gotta get racing. She's gonna be here any minute, so I gotta get in my wetsuit. All right, of course, it's a lull now, but 3 nice, really nice sets came in. Kimmery's over on the bluff setting up the camera. You guys know the deal. I'll see you in the water in 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, how fun was that session? What a time to be alive. Springtime, Southern California. Stoke seeds are growing. What an absolutely beautiful day here in downtown Encinitas. I am so glad to be able to take you guys on an adventure this morning, and the traction pad, complete success. Worked, did not peel off. I've had issues in my past getting a little hasty, slapping those things on, making sure that, or not making sure that I had the board cleaned properly, and they'd peel up within like one session, and no problem. So I'd say that's a vibe. This is also a vibe. Downtown Encinitas on a beautiful day. Phil's Coffee. We got Good On Ya. If you guys are ever here, it's an organic eatery. A lot of gluten-free food there as well. It's absolutely delicious. One other fun spot that I love, if you're in downtown Encinitas, Fish Shop. It's a complete vibe. You roll in. We got local, sustainably caught seafood prepared on a wood-fired grill, however you like. Different types of marinades to put on, and lumberyard over here. It's just an absolute vibe down here. Make sure when you guys are in North County, San Diego, you come down to Encinitas and check things out. In the meantime, we're gonna get rolling back to the house. I am not sure what today is looking like as far as another adventure, but we are getting into one because that's the vibe. So we got a fairly moderate sea breeze that's gonna pick up later today, and I think that might hinder the surf, but we will check it later. So I got an appointment later this morning, I think close to noon. So we're gonna race back to the house. We're gonna get this day rolling, and we're gonna pick this up in just a little bit. That was a quick 24 hours. We are already back here at Swami's. Good morning, everybody. It is cloudy. We already have a south wind. We got the coffee, and we got a vibe, and the south wind is gonna pick up fast. I don't wanna waste any time. I'm gonna get suited up really quick. Hope you guys are having the best day ever. You know the deal. I'll see you all in the water in 3, 2, 1. let's just talk about what went down here. I mean, I'm stoking, absolutely stoking. And you know why? It's not that this was the best surf, although there are some people out there getting some pretty fun waves. You just have to be super choosy with the tide kind of funny and rising pretty quickly, but still at a moderate tide. And we got a south wind that has just been picking up as we've been here, ruffling things up, making things a little bit more mixed up. We still managed to score a couple fun little dreamers. And I'll tell you what, here's the deal. It's all about stoke. It's all about getting up. I drug my butt out of bed before the sun was up, before even 5 a.m. to come down here and find a dream and find a vibe. And we absolutely did that. I always tell you guys all the time, it takes 30 minutes to make an adventure happen. And you know where you're not gonna find an adventure? In your bed, sleeping in. Even if it's not perfect conditions, I promise you, whatever you're doing out in the world, whether it's surfing, hiking, fishing, skating, whatever you're into, you're never gonna be mad if you go and do it. So that's my message for you guys today, to get out there and make the most of it. It is not the most perfect day, but it's your perfect day, and that's a vibe. So I think we're gonna end it here. This south wind is really starting to pick up. It's hard to tell on the trees up here, but they are ruffling from south to north, and the surf is only gonna get worse as the day goes on as far as conditions go. And we got some more swell coming, so I'm pretty excited about next week's vlog. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know the deal, new videos, they come out every Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're new to the channel, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. You can also like, comment. I'm gonna get some coffee, and for now, you guys know the deal. Click right here to subscribe, and right here to watch more videos, and I'll see you all here next week. Yoo!